Hello and welcome to Hey We're Talking. I haven't told anybody like where to go to see our show or listen to it. We don't.
It's been a information packed few shows this week. So,
dude,
wait, if they're listening to this, wouldn't they already know?
They already know.
Yes, yes, Danny. That's what I've been saying. But they're like,
Derek doesn't like to promote the show, so. But aren't you supposed to do that even if you're on? Aren't you supposed to say where it is?
But we're trying to tell somebody, if you're listening to it on iTunes, go watch our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Or download this app, or go to our Facebook page.
Maybe it's too confusing. Maybe that's why we don't have enough subscribers. Derek doesn't send all his thousands
after this episode.
I know we're gonna be kicking butt, dude.
Right?
Yeah. Millions and billions and
dude,
whatever
if
they
even
have
a fraction of the people that you have on Facebook were like, "Oh, what's Hey We're Talking?" I would die. It would be the greatest thing.
If 6 people go, "Hey, that's a cool show," I'm gonna be happy. All right.
I was not into podcasts for the longest time, and then when we drove around Australia. She was like, Emma was like, I got some podcasts we can listen to. And I'm like, okay. And then she's like, what would you like to listen to? And I'm like, I don't know, maybe things about YouTube and social media. And she'd download those. And then we'd have like 14-hour drives. I mean, Australia is a really big country. And we'd have 14-hour drives and we'd be listening. And it just makes it go by so fast.
Yeah.
And I was like, podcasts are awesome. Like, I feel like it's like this new medium that you don't have that annoying Facebook. Everything's going on all the time. It's just, you can actually sit and listen, have fun conversations. And
Danny, you were getting ready to do an impression of her voice, and I'm curious what your impression of her sounds like.
Yeah, I want to hear what your Australian voice is like.
Because my wife always has a lisp when I do an impression of her, but she does not have a lisp in real person.
That's
in real
every
life,
guy's every guy's impression. Like, but she'd be like, "Oh, Danny, you're a legend, mate."
That's awesome.
Is that how you sound, Emma? She's like, bah. Yes, they asked me to do an impression of you. That's not what she sounds like, she said.
No.
Yeah,
that's not what I sound like.
They never think they do.
Yeah. So okay. So you were talking about the fact that you guys went on this trip, and you've done tons of them, but specifically, you and Emma got an RV, and it's fun to watch. You get the RV, fix it up, and take it on these trips, and you named the RV Olive, correct? And
Olive, yeah.
Do you still have Olive, or is she gone?
Yeah, no, we still have it, and we're selling. We put her up to sell, but we haven't done anything as far as we haven't pushed it very hard because we still like it and we still want to take it on trips. Kind of waiting for like a serendipitous moment where some couple is like, "Oh, we want to travel around Australia as well," and like, here you go.
Yeah.
We're not even trying to make good money off of it or anything. We just want to get our initial investment back, and we put a lot of money into it as well, just to make sure it's good. So
yeah, we get to see that in the videos. If anybody wants to watch you go get it fixed by mechanics and make sure it's street worthy.
He says they're schmick.
Yeah, schmick. Yeah. So that that's like my dream, dude. Like I want Cheryl and she doesn't want to. But I'll convince. She's gonna like it when we go on the trip. I want to get an RV so bad, except for the bathroom. I'm really worried about the RV bathroom because I'm a big dude and it's like a foot wide. You didn't have a bathroom in yours,
Febreze,
right?
bro.
No,
I'm talking about fitting my fat ass in the bathroom, Derek. Not what it's gonna smell like.
I think that we also bought an RV to travel around the States, and that had a bathroom in it. And we'd never really do our number 2s in there. Like it'd always be like Flying J truck stops and things like that.
Right.
And like I'd go pee in it, but at the same time I'd walk off and just go pee outside and like on the side of the street.
Sure.
So it's like we didn't need a bathroom. It was not the important thing. We'd rather have the space versus the bathroom, and that's what we got with this thing. So it's it's funny is I've peed so many places outside. I wish someone would invent an app of like where you can track where you peed.
You should invent it, dude. Maybe that's
I should invent it. Like what would that be like a dog, like you're making
mark your territory.
Mark your territory, yeah. And then other people will come in and try to he's got territory here, I'm gonna pee on it, and then
Yeah, it'll be like one of those GeoGuessr games or something.
That's the new Pokemon Go.
There you go, dude.
The
only
whole
problem
world
is
just going to smell like piss.
the only problem
Pissy
is
Mongo. There you go.
hasn't everybody's parent told them, you can't pee outside like that because it's like you can get arrested for indecent exposure, like what?
Yeah, you can't just pee anywhere. You gotta be discreet about it.
But if
a
you
little bit.
had the game, if there was a game like, hey, I want to be the person who peed here, how many dumbasses would like try to pee in places that they really were not supposed to pee?
I peed
That question is why that app would be so huge.
Yeah.
I peed on the White House lawn. Look at me.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're in jail now.
But here's the other thing.
5,000
How
points,
do you
yeah.
prove that you peed? Like, what do you have to do to make sure that it's marked on the app that you actually peed
That is
there?
picture
Temperature signature. Yeah, thermal
So,
imaging.
so now
You
we've
can always
taken it.
just get the.
Yeah. As long as you're
That-
turned
that
that
picture.
way. Yeah.
We're going to streamline this and just take a picture of the stream.
There
Peeing
you
at the
go.
location,
You have to make
so-
sure you get the stream in it. No penis, just the stream.
That's a lot of work, especially
It
if you have
is.
to pee really bad.
I know.
Like, oh, hold on. Okay, get the picture. No.
Plus, what happens when you get old like me and you just like, I'm just going to sit down in case I have to take a crap? Because sometimes you're just like, I don't know, I might have to crap. I might as well just sit down.
Oh, that happens on the road too, and you're going and you're like, oh,
You
I feel
squeeze
like
it
I'm that
off.
way. Squeeze it off. It's like,
That's going to be
I've
an
just had
entirely
so
new
many-
app. And a whole
I've had
new set of
so many
problems.
farts that have betrayed me. I don't want to go there,
We're supposed to be talking about Australia.
Australia
and-
pooping.
Speaking
Okay,
of
so
poop,
Scott's talking about.
so your
here's a
poop
quick-
goes down the toilet the opposite
I was just
direction
going
of
to say,
ours,
that's
right?
a great segue.
actually, I've seen that Simpsons episode many times, and I've still never tested it. Like, I feel like it's really hard to see which direction it goes. Like, it's confusing. I feel actually,
your number-
you know what it
it's
is?
not your number one
Australia
priority.
toilets. Australia
Number
toilets
two.
are very confusing because of two reasons. They just kind of like the water just goes. It doesn't like come in
Okay,
beautifully
gotcha.
flush like American toilets. It's just like okay. The second thing is there's
Emma's like, what
what
are
are we
you
talking
about?
So yeah, this is my Australian fiance.
Do you have an American
Emma.
fiance also, or just an Australian one?
Yeah, so Australia toilets, there's two buttons on them, and one's supposed to be for like pee, and one's
Yeah.
supposed to be for poo.
Yeah.
But every symbol on them is different. Like it's like a half full thing, and then all dark is like you can't tell. Okay, is this supposed to be it, or is this supposed to be it? They never really give you instructions. Like that should be the first thing you do when you get to the
When you
country.
get- yeah.
By the way, the left button is poo, the right button is pee. You know.
Yeah,
They
we-
need
I-
universal symbols for toilets
Yeah,
is
they
what they
do.
need.
Yes.
They do.
Yes.
I had a toilet like that actually that had two buttons like that, and I never figured out what the heck which one I was supposed to push.
Just
So
go
I
between
ended
the
up
two, I
just
guess.
pushing them both every time.
That's what I would do.
I was like,
Make
I'm
sure
gonna,
this
I'm
gets
just gonna hit
down.
both, man. All right.
I think that when I come back to the States and I do the side handle flush, I'm probably gonna cry. I'm like, God bless America.
There's something graceful about watching it just swirl down, and just go away. I was
I
a
like
part
the
of that.
jet blasters when you're out like somewhere like at the movie theater or whatever, and they just go. Whoosh. I like.
Well,
that.
Well, the thing is with the jet blasters, you probably don't have any streaks or anything left in there, and the
Oh,
swirls.
dude, come on. Now you cross the line with the streaks.
Oh,
I'm a courtesy
that
flusher,
crossed the
so
line?
That
I'm a
line
courtesy
was
flusher.
finished.
So if you
All right.
have that jet stream, you're most likely your balls are getting a little wet for sure. Because I'm a I always like to. I gotta go here. I
Australia.
gotta talk about it. I got a lot of butt issues. Okay, so my thing is, I want to flush before the wipe because if I just so happen to dip too far down, I don't want to hit my own crap. I don't want to
Yeah,
touch
that
it.
happens.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? But sometimes you feel the splash a little bit, and
Yeah.
but you don't know. Is it clean water or is it dirty
I
water?
know,
Like you just don't know.
You could have
And
just
that's
splashed
scary.
poo right
And
up
you
on
got
your
it.
butt.
Yeah, you've got to get that cleaned off.
Speaking of, I bet you in Australia they have more bidets than they do in America. Don't they?
I have not seen one bidet
What?
out here.
I thought in one
That's
of your
Japan,
episodes you
man.
actually talked about a bidet. Didn't
Yeah,
you
he's like,
have one?
oh, there's nothing wrong with the bidet, right? That's the Simpsons episode. Yeah, I thought so too, but I'm waiting for it. That
I
sounds
used a
awesome.
bidet in South Africa, and it was one of the greatest things I've ever done in my life. It was awesome.
How awkward was the driving to get used to, going from American driving over to driving on the opposite side of the road? Everything
was
backwards.
It seems like it was, especially with all the travel I've done in the U.S., like driving. I was worried about that, and it first started out. Emma just drove me everywhere, and all my gigs and stuff like that, and I was fine with that. Like, you know, and I think I was just observing more. And when you're on the other side of the road, you don't really notice too much difference because all the signs are facing you, you know, like
right.
It's in all the lines kind of guide you where you need to go. So, and if you're following a GPS, you know that where to turn. My biggest problem, and I still have this problem, is she's driving, I'm following the directions. All right, turn right at this road. And she turns right. And I'm like, no, left. And that's like the biggest thing, because you're so used to, especially when you're watching like the GPS, that, against traffic, when you're turning against traffic is always left
right.
for us.
Yeah.
And so that just flips your brain around so much. And I still get that wrong. Like, it's so hard to get right.
Yeah. Just watching some of your,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Just
Bob.
watching some of your videos and just seeing you drive down the road, and, you know, me just watching it from that view, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm so confused. It's totally backwards from what I'm used to. So it's just one of those things that I don't know if it would take me forever to get used to that.
No, it isn't one of those things. Like, you'd get it fast. It's not that bad. You know what? My next video, when I'm driving, I will mirror image it just for you, Bob, so you're not so freaked out.
Oh, thanks. It's so weird. That's all. It's just different, you know. So we're used to and accustomed to doing things a certain way, and when things get flip flopped or just changed in any way, it's like, okay, that's going to take a while to get used to.
People who use spreadsheets, like things like that, really freak them out. You know,
right?
Yeah.
If I typed and it went a different way other than left or right, if it just typed up and down, I'd be lost. So I don't know
what you just said. I'm lost a little bit, actually.
Me too. I just got myself confused.
Yeah. Do they have roundabouts in Australia?
They do have roundabouts, and I think that in the States, I never used my turn signal at roundabouts, and I think it's just because they were kind of getting bigger as, you know, before I left and did all the traveling and stuff. But when I was first driving with Emma, and she was like, "Oh, use your indicator," and I'm like, "Well, I have to go this way, so it feels weird hitting my which way is this? Right? Yeah, right turn signal." Anyways, so yes, they have roundabouts, a lot of them, and actually roundabouts are way better than the old four stop sign thing.
Yeah. They're starting to have them here, but not crazy amounts.
We have a lot of people jumping them, not on purpose though. So
it's J.K. Rowling.
I'm gonna have to YouTube that one right there.
Yeah, there's some of those. So okay,
but yeah,
Australia.
yes,
You get there and you decide you're going to start going on adventures, and you start doing all these awesome videos of this stuff. Like, how have you seen everything you want to see in Australia, or are you still got lots of stuff you want to hit?
So the northern east part, if you look on a map of Australia, I have not been up there, but on the cruise ship I'm going to work on in a couple of weeks, we will actually go all around that area and just all the way up to Singapore and Indonesia and stuff like that. But for the most part, I've seen all the main things, probably more than 99% of the rest of Australia. Although there's only like 20 million people that live here.
Oh, is that
it's the same size as America? Yeah.
Yeah. It's humongous. Like you're saying, it takes you forever to get. If you drove from one coast to the other, how long would it take?
I think it takes like 3 straight days.
Oh my gosh!
Wow. I think it's like New York to LA. It's exactly like that. It's the same size. It's about.
So do you guys have winter?
Yeah. So, and that's the other annoying part too, is that winter is your summer. So I never know what to really call it anymore. So right now it's the end of summer, although it's nice and cool and air conditioned in here, so I can wear this cool America beanie.
America.
Support. Make America great again.
Yeah,
whatever.
dude. America.
So yeah, it does get cold. Here where I currently live in Brisbane, it's more like a Florida cold.
Okay.
So like it's like a Florida winter. So it's not like that cold, but you'd wear a sweatshirt in the winter. You go down south here, and it's like going up north in America, and you actually get like snow and like ski hills and stuff like that. And they're tiny hills. They're like northern Michigan hills, but still better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah. But it also gets beastly hot. In some of your videos, it's like freaking burning hot in some of the places.
Yeah, 107 degrees and stuff like that.
Dude.
Our
Yeah.
box jellyfish.
And it's probably not Texas hot. It's probably like moist hot, isn't it? Is it humid?
It's all different. There's dry heats and in different parts of the country from where we were. There's dry heat, and there was.
See, it's so weird because just like you're saying, when we picture Australia, at least I do.
You think of Sydney, Australia.
I don't think
of
I don't think of like the vast expanse that is what we consider the United States. But you're saying it's basically, it's that big. For some reason, the perspective in our minds is not correct. I don't know why.
It's because you only hear about just a few cities. You hear about Canberra, Brisbane, Melbourne, and Sydney, and Perth, and that's it.
I like how
You
you're
don't hear
saying
about
like
the other ones.
Melbourne.
So there you go. That's what we did driving wise.
Okay.
Wow.
And it's Melbourne. By the way, that's how you pronounce it, Melbourne. It's that's annoying to get used to because it's like Melbourne, and I'd ask the people from Melbourne, I'd say, do you call it the born identity or the bin identity? And they'd say the born identity. I'm like, there you go.
There you go.
And then they're like, nope, it's Melbourne. We're
Bob
cool.
just
Bob
got
loves
really excited.
The Bourne.
Yeah.
The Bourne. He loves those movies.
I do.
He gets
I was
very
like,
excited. He was like,
So
Yeah,
here
so-
are box jellyfish a problem?
Just during certain times of year, I think. I've seen them only sailing. When we do the Whit Sundays between November and April, you have to wear wetsuits because it's actually, they say that the jellyfish that you can't see are the ones that are the most dangerous.
Mhm.
Like they're so small, they'll come in and just like get you, and then you're going to the cardiac arrest or something like that. So
oh my gosh, what? You could die from a
that's-
jellyfish?
yeah, if they get you the right, it's like a 1 in a million chance. It's like,
Yeah, but wait a minute.
That's
There's
what the
like
croc
all
hunter
sorts
thought,
of
too.
yeah, exactly. There's all
hey,
sorts.
he's 1 in a million.
It's so sad. I'm sorry. I'm laughing, but it's so sad. Okay, listen. But isn't there like all sorts of freaking horrible, dangerous crap in Australia?
Yeah, that's what they say. I've tried to go find that stuff like snakes, and I've only seen one snake while I was driving. And I mean, I've been like bushwalking, it's hiking, and you don't see any snakes. You don't see.
Why would
I mean,
you
they
wanna
hear you
find
and
a
they run away.
snake? Why would you want to find
mean,
a snake?
To experience.
They have the most poisonous snakes out here, and I'm sure that if you turned over some rocks, you'll find some. But if you're just like walking and like they don't bother you. It's not like it's a big deal.
It's not
It
like
freaks
they're
me
looking
out.
for a fight.
Emma told me about these things called drop bears when I first got here, and
It
it's
sounds like it's fake. Is it real?
it's like these bears that hang in the trees, and then when you get under, they drop and fall on you, and they attack you, and because that's how they
What?
catch their prey.
Drop Bear
And so-
Woodworks.
Yeah, we have a guy in the pipe community who's from Australia, and the name of his company is Drop Bear. What is it?
Woodworks.
Yeah. He lives in Kingaroy. I think that's
Yes. I've Oh yeah.
That's
But
so awesome.
I'll let you in on a little secret. It's not real. It was just. It's a myth that they created to scare you. And so when we walked around the block one time, and they do have big bats, like giant bats, and up here you could see them fly below you, and it's awesome. It's like Batman or something.
Oh,
And
gosh.
as we were walking, this bat like moved out of the trees, and I ran for my life because I thought there's a drop bear.
Oh my
And then
Drop
that's when she
bears
was like,
are the chupacabra or the Bigfoot
yeah.
of Australia.
Yes.
But isn't there?
That's awesome.
Yes.
Is there really? There's really such a thing as Tasmanian devils, right? That's
yeah,
true.
but they're not like the Looney Tune
They're not
Tasmanian
like, he
devil.
doesn't spin around and like try and bite
No.
you or anything. But there's
No.
what about the sharks
I mean, there's sharks in America as
and
well.
the crocodiles?
There's crocodiles in America as well.
Isn't there like some kind of really
yes,
big
okay,
spiders
yeah.
too, though?
Yes, all of these things are true.
But they're hard to find. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the sharks, it's such a, when they report a shark attack, it makes it sound like it's a thing that happens a lot. but it doesn't really happen that often. And if you think about all the people that are in the water all the time,
Yeah.
it's not like it's
1 in a million.
That's actually yeah. There you go. I think that's really this place should be called 1 in a million because you know, all the things that they say happen to you. I think that, you know what, they say all these things, they spread all these rumors because they don't want people
Everyone there.
They don't want
into
Americans who voted for Trump to come visit Australia.
Okay, so let me get the show back on track. One of the things I absolutely love about your videos, Danny, is the music.
Oh, yeah.
Are you a part of that? I know I forget the name. There's another name attached to the music on there, but tell us a little bit more about the music that's involved in your videos.
The music is it's kind of a weird, like, you find music, people have a bunch of YouTube like songs, you know, like they have videos with their song on it and you can download it and they just want you to kind of represent where it's coming from and things like that. I could easily make my own music for it, but at the time you make a video and stuff, it's just easier to use other people's music, and then you're kind of cross promoting, and it's kind of a better way to do it. I think that, you know, you can go through your iTunes library and just be like, all right, this song, nope, let's hear this one. Okay, that might work. And then you kind of, as what I do is I put everything on a timeline. It could be like 2 or 3 hours of footage. And then I try to take that in 5 minutes. And once I get it down to there, I throw a song on it and I cut everything to the beat and do that kind of stuff. So
that's
it's kind of tricky, I guess.
Yeah, but the music is a huge part of, I mean, it really kind of puts people into a mindset with your videos. So I wanted to give you props for that because I think the music's really awesome with the videos.
Thanks. Yeah, there's a lot of really good songs out there. And it's just like, I feel like I get lucky most of the time. I just pick the right song at the right time and then it fits the mood. So I'm always happy with that.
Very good. Yeah. Very good. Very good. So I was trying to bring up all the stereotypes of Australia. So the last one I didn't hit was, so it's full of prisoners, right? That's where they brought all the thieves and prisoners.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And really my videos actually go to this place called Port Arthur where they did bring the prisoners, and that's in like the southern part of Tasmania. Okay. And then they kind of migrated from there, but it wasn't like the really bad criminals. Like if you did like the most, like, it's like if you smoked marijuana or got caught with marijuana, you'd be shipped off to Australia for like a year or something like that. And then
it's bizarre.
It is bizarre. So it's actually full of, I feel like Australia is more full of Asians than convicts. Like,
okay.
There's a lot of migrate.
Not that we're calling Asians convicts, but there's a lot of Asians in Australia, apparently.
We don't see race or color around here.
Right. Especially in or West Texas. Not at all.
Yeah, Texas.
All right. So then I guess my last thing is, could you tell us like kind of your favorite places that you visited? Because usually on Friday we do like a top 5 thing. So could you just like name maybe like 5 places that were your favorite places that you've been in Australia?
Okay. Top 5. Man, I wish you would have told me this earlier.
I'm sorry.
There's a lot of great places in Australia. And I'll say this as an American, when I first thought about Australia, all I thought was Sydney. And I never thought of anywhere else like that I'd ever want to go, because it just seems like you got to see the Opera House and that's it.
Yeah.
Having said that, the Opera House is definitely one of the top, because it's very cool to see it live. And then
and
I would say
your drone by it.
Yeah, you can't do that. Well, you can, but you shouldn't.
Yeah.
I would say the Whitsundays and the Great Barrier Reef is amazing.
Oh.
The next video I'm posting is actually, I did an aerial flight over part of the Great Barrier Reef, and it was it's just amazing, and sailing to all these places, and it's really cool. That's definitely 2. Those are the obvious ones. Western Australia, at the bottom, there's like some crazy beautiful white sandy beaches that are just like kind of hidden in like super turquoise blue water, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And even actually, this will be number 4, the south of Australia. Like if you're driving through, it looks like you can see where there used to be land, and it was like all cut off, and it's all cliffs and stuff. So it's like all cliffs, and then the water is super blue. And there's some videos I fly the drone over it, and you're just like, wow, like that is amazing. And then I think Uluru, which is Ayers Rock, that big giant rock that you see, and I think maybe it's in the Outback logo. I'm not sure. But it's like that one rock in the middle. It's it's pretty cool to see. But the best part is when you kind of camp out and then you see every single star in the sky. And like,
Yeah.
I've never had this. I've seen great star nights, but like when you're laying back and you're in a swag, they call it. It's like basically a glorified sleeping bag that you sleep in, but you can zip over yourself if you need to. And you sleep up and you're looking at it, and it's like you can't even fall asleep because the stars are doing so much stuff that like you see shooting stars and you see like satellites and all that stuff, and it's pretty amazing. Like you can't even go to sleep.
So had Emma gone and seen a lot of this stuff before you guys got together? So this was like totally new adventure for her too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And long story short, I came over here on a partner visa, and it's like it's a long process to get approved, but you're okay to be here and work while you're getting approved. And I haven't even gotten it yet. So it's been 15 months and I'm still waiting to get approved. And you're not really supposed to leave the country until it happens.
Okay.
And 2 weeks from now I have to go to Auckland and leave the country. So I'm like, it better happen soon because it costs $7,000 to get.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And if you leave and you screw it all up, you have to start all over from the beginning again. And so it's kind of down to the wire. I think it's going to happen today. It might happen right now. Oh, maybe not.
So are you planning, like, do you think you're probably just going to end up being in Australia for the rest of your life or what?
I think so.
Okay.
I told her wherever she wants to work and do her thing, like I'll be fine. Like I can play music and make a living anywhere I go. So as long as she's happy, I'm happy because, traveling's so easy nowadays too.
Smart man. Make your happy wife,
that's
happy
how you
life.
get points in
Yes.
that game, right?
Yeah, that's how you do it. Well, listen, man, I feel like we could talk to you forever. You got all sorts of great stuff. I want everybody to head over to Where Is Danny Black on YouTube and check him out on Facebook. And you can go to his website, whereisdannyblack.com. You can also get there, if you're Derek, by going to thedannyblack.com. I don't know why. I think I say the Danny Black, like I say the in front of stuff because we lived in Ohio for a while and they always go, The Ohio State University. Which I hated.
It has a better ring to it than the Ohio State.
Yeah, but you should. It's more fun to make fun of Ohio State. But I'll shut up. All right. So, Danny, dude, thank you so much for being here and sharing.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
This was so much fun.
I'd love to come back again sometime.
Yeah, dude, anytime.
See where things are going, and if it ever worked out, if there's ever good internet on the cruise ship, I'd do it there too. But it's not terrible internet there.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
So. You guys gotta go check out his videos, though, man. I mean, just really cool stuff.
They're fun. That's really what it is, man. Use it as a little getaway. I believe it.
Yeah. How long? That's the one thing we didn't ask you. How long does it really take you to take all that footage and make 5 to 10 minute video?
Okay, it could take anywhere from 2 hours to maybe 10 hours. I'm pretty fast at it. I've been good at it, but it's sometimes it sucks, but the end product is always great. And like I said, it's an investment for the future. Who knows? People, the video I post tomorrow might only have 150 views by the end of the week, but in 4 years from now, it could have over 1 million.
Yeah,
It's just, you just got to wait. It's a patience game.
And I got to tell you, I think just to kind of wrap this all up, I would just say anything in life that you just find pleasure in doing, making these videos and stuff like that, if you keep doing it, man, it's going to pay off eventually. I feel like all the endeavors that I've had in life, I've never stuck to one thing, but anytime I see somebody, especially my biggest example would be when I was doing stand-up comedy. There were people that I remember when I was doing comedy who just straight up sucked. I mean, they were horrible, but they never quit. They kept doing it. And even though they're still not that funny, they stuck around long enough that it's people will hire them because they're like, oh, I know Bob. He's been around forever. Sorry, not you, Bob. But, they give you it's almost like they have pity on you. And I'm not saying that's what's going to happen with your videos, but I'm saying you keep doing this, the longevity will prove out. You'll end up, I think something awesome is going to happen with it because I just feel like, especially the travel aspect of it, for people who can't go to Australia just tomorrow and check everything out, your videos are so great to see things that nobody else could see. That's what's so great about the age that we live in. The technology allows everybody to have a chance to see things that maybe they'd never have a chance to see in their life.
And eventually, when he does have 10 million subscribers and all that stuff, we'll be like, man, remember when we got to talk to him for a while?
I'll come back and talk
when
to
he
you
has
guys
10
again.
million, we got it on video. He said when he's got 10 million
it's
subscribers,
true.
he'd come back.
But same thing. If you guys get 10 million subscribers, you got to have me back.
Oh
too.
yeah,
Done.
for sure, dude.
We'll have to. And I think the same thing is what you just said to me. It goes with you guys. It's you keep, if you like it, you keep doing it.
Yeah.
And I like the show. It's actually a really good, catchy show. I mean, I listen to it a lot more, and it's fun to just, even when you guys ramble on about zombies, it's like,
Yes.
I feel like you actually make me feel like I'm there, part of the conversation, because one of you is going to say something that I was thinking, and that kind of, it fits well. So I just keep doing it, and it'll happen. And Derek, make sure you promote the show better than what you've been doing.
Yeah, sorry guys.
All right. Any last words,
Jeez.
Derek? Because you look like you're going to say something.
No. Thank you so much, Danny, for coming on to Hayward Talking. We appreciate it. I really do enjoy your channel. It's been a lot of fun seeing it's like a little mini travelogue, and it's been so fun to experience Australia with you.
He kept
thank you.
before you were on the show. He kept calling you Danny Brown. By the way,
I was coming up with all kinds of colors.
he was
Danny
trying to
Red.
be funny. He thought he was funny, but I just exposed him to the whole world. And now
I met a black kid named Danny White, and it was pretty awesome.
There's a whole entire. You ever watch Curb Your Enthusiasm? Anybody?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember when he takes in the family that are black and their last name is Black? The Blacks. And it was very funny. These guys are not going to find it, but it was hilarious because he was like, the Blacks. And they were like, you can't call them that. And he's like, no, that's their name. They're the Blacks. So there you go.
Yeah.
All right, man, this was so much fun, dude. We should totally do this again. Danny's even giving us the wrap up. I love
You gotta
it.
listen to him.
Yes. All right. So thanks for listening, guys. Go to Where's Danny Black on YouTube, where'sdannyblack.com. Go to Facebook and check. I think it's the Danny Black on Facebook right now. But he's he's transgendering that, so it'll be good someday. All right, guys. We appreciate you. Thanks for listening. Peace.